From the moment God took woman out of man, we both have been trying to find our way back to each other. Yet the struggle we face seems monumental in nature. Are we destined to sit on the opposite sides of the coin we call humanity? Can the age-old question that separates us ever be answered? Soothe My Soul presents Mars Venus with your host, Patrick O'Morris. Tune in live every Sunday at 2 o'clock p.m. from the iLive studios in Toronto at www.iliveradio.com or on your cell phone, mobile.ilive.com. Join us and participate in the conversation via Twitter at Patrick Morris or in the chat room at ilivewebradio.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody in cyberspace? This is The Groove Show with your boy, the crowd pleaser, DJ Mark Anthony. Don't forget, each and every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m., we want to put you in the mood for whatever the night has in store. I'm playing only the best feel-good, party rocking, body-shaking music from funk to soul to reggae to R&B, house to salsa, and much, much more. We call it The Groove each and every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Keep it locked. It's the crowd pleaser, baby. You know how we do. We'll see you on the air. Peace.
The internet's number one on the World Wide Web. iLive Radio.
Live from the iLive studios in Toronto, Soothe My Soul presents Mars Venus with your host, Patrick O'Morris. Join the conversation now on our Twitter feed at Patrick Morris or in the chat room at www.ilivewebradio.com. And now, here's the man who is helping us find our path between the sexes, Patrick O'Morris.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show today. This is Naila T. Patrick O'Morris is not with us today, but I'm sure he's listening live wherever he is right now, and we're hoping all is well with him. In the studio with us, we have Ian Walling. Ian is a personal trainer, and he's been training for over 3 decades. He's trained thousands of people. Today we're talking a bit about men's health. So I'll give you a brief kind of background about Ian, and then we'll get the conversation going. So he's also a nutrition and wellness specialist and compilation judge, and he himself has won several international natural bodybuilding titles, such as the Natural Universe and the gold medal in Natural Olympia. So Ian, it's great having you on the show with us today. How you doing?
Glad to be here. Sorry Patrick couldn't be here too.
Yeah, we miss him, but I think we'll be okay without him today. Okay, so just a couple of things, I guess, that popped out to me from your introduction that I just want to ask for some clarification on, if you don't mind.
No problem.
What's a compilation judge?
No, competition judge.
Oh, competition judge. Okay, I'm sorry. And then I noticed it's kind of highlighted that you're a natural bodybuilder. Yes. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I chose to do the federations that were drug-free and drug-tested. Okay. Right. There's a lot of federations out there. I just chose these ones that were drug-tested. Okay. So, and that took me abroad. Took me to Greece, Vegas, California, and years of competitions, and I've now opened up my studio in Woodbridge.
Very cool. Yeah. Okay, so what was the motivation? Like, what got you into bodybuilding and fitness in the first place?
I guess at an early age, I was really obsessed with what happens to the body nutritionally and physically over time. Okay. And what happens to it? It basically, your body gets depleted of nutrients, and it breaks down. It coils up. It's and I realized this early, and all my research was now to defeat that, to change that, to figure out what I need to do to make my body nutritionally sound, physically sound, and live long and have a good life.
Okay, very cool. So health is a pretty important part of your life.
It's an important part of my life. It should be a part of everybody's life, right? Because you only have one body, yes, right? And in the end, you got to drag it across the finish line.
That's true. No one's going to do it for you, right?
Yeah, a lot of times people wait till it's too late.
Yeah.
And then it's, they look at what I do as when someone's doing something and it's not necessary.
Okay.
Right? Where fitness is necessary.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And it's important because, again, it's your health.
So just thinking in terms of bodybuilding specifically, like how young is too young to start bodybuilding?
Don't look at it as bodybuilding, like as in walking on a stage.
Right.
Think about it as building your body.
Okay.
Okay. So from kids, they have fitness programs. They can do exercising, controlling their own body weight, not necessarily putting weight on their body, but push-ups, sit-ups, running, getting healthy. Yoga is fantastic on the body. Okay. Don't underestimate it. And just as you get older, it's adding more weight bearing to your body to create a certain result. That's all.
Okay. So then, what would you say are, like, I'm glad you kind of pointed out the not to focus on the walking on stage portion of it. What are some of the misconceptions, I guess, about bodybuilding that you've kind of encountered over the years?
First of all, the general public thinks that we starve ourselves. A, we think that we're dehydrated. B, I guarantee you that in the course of doing a show, we eat more than some small families.
Wow.
Okay, and drink. Okay, basically, the leading up to a show, we can drink maybe 7 to 8 liters of water a day.
Wow.
Okay, so but that's just getting ready for a show. So your body's not internally dehydrated.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But on average, I'll drink 2 liters of water a day.
Okay.
Okay. So it's depends on who you talk to, depends on how your approach is, right? But it can be a healthier version of a bodybuilding.
All right. Excellent. Sorry, I just had something and it popped off the top of my head, so I'll kind of go in a different direction.
That's okay, bring it back.
Okay, so you're a personal trainer.
Yes, I am.
You have a gym called Wholistic Body-Building and Wellness.
Yes, myself and my wife.
Yourself and your wife. And so your wife is a trainer as well?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
She's now 9.5 months pregnant.
Yeah,
so
she's not doing much training right now.
No, she's not.
Training her mind to get ready for the baby. That's cool. So what are some of the, if I'm kind of new to health and wellness and I'm kind of interested in building my body in a healthy way, what would be some of the first steps that you would recommend that I take?
In general, it's just teaching you how food and fitness and rest all come to play.
Okay.
Okay. It's not about, coming into the gym and training hard until you puke.
Right.
Okay. The question is, what do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat for brunch? What do you eat for lunch? How many meals do you eat a day? How much water do you drink? Because it's like, you driving a car and me saying, okay, that's fine, drive the car, but you're not allowed to put any gas in it.
Right.
How are you going to get there?
Yeah.
So it's understanding that food is fuel, right? Especially for the general person or for the athlete who's playing soccer or whatever. Food is fuel, right? It's not just getting up and getting on the field and running. You're okay. You'll be going good, but in the long run, you're going to burn your body out.
Right.
Just the same as if you didn't put any gas or oil in your car, you're going to burn your engine out.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's too late. Then it's a conversation from the doctor. Then it's, right? So it's a complete balance. It's knowing what food you're putting in your body, what it is. Like a lot of misconceptions about, carbohydrates, fats, all bad, right? All wrong, okay? Your proteins, right? So understanding those macronutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats, how they play on your day, how they play in your diet, right? And what it does for you, okay? So now food becomes something,
right?
Okay? And then when you exercise, every time you exercise, you're gonna know, I had this result.
Right.
Right? I didn't make it. I got a little dizzy, got lethargic, I threw up, or whatever. why did it happen?
Right.
Okay, let's talk about your food now. So we draw the connection with that. Then it's the next thing is knowing your commitment level.
Okay.
Right? Is it this one little thing that you think of doing that someone told you to do, that you walk in the door of a fitness facility and get a membership? Yeah, so that's your New Year's resolution. I got a membership, right?
Yep.
And that's all it is, a
Yes.
membership.
Prime
okay?
time for gym memberships.
Exactly. So the difference with what we do is as personal trainers, we're on you. Okay, it's not just about getting a membership. We don't want to not see you.
Right.
We want to see you. So
Okay.
we're going to make sure that you're there. We're gonna,
Okay.
and if you're not there, what's the reason that it's not there?
Yeah.
I've had clients come to me and they're going, well, you know, I'm just driving by and I'm not sure if I should kind of get here, right? Just turn the car around, get your butt here, right? Let's talk. Let's work this out.
Yeah.
And they know not to not be there for me.
Right.
Okay. So
Okay.
now I've got you committed. I got
Yeah.
the person committed to the training. Okay. So it's nutrition, it's training, it's enough sleep.
Yeah.
Stress plays a huge part in body breakdown.
Okay.
Okay, because when we talk to people, it's like, you know, how you feeling today? I'm fine. But knowing fully well about the person and the person's lifestyle knows that they're fully stressed. Okay, so now your body's under complete stress, and then you're going to work out, and you're not going to eat.
Right.
So you didn't eat, you're fully stressed, and you're going to work out. Okay, as a trainer, I got to look at this and go, this is not going to work. Okay, we have to fix some things. You have to fix your stress levels.
Right.
How do we do that? Yoga, meditation, detoxing, making your body alkaline.
Okay.
Next thing is that now we're just trying to eliminate all the things that will get in your way.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I get people to tell me that that they eat a lot.
Yeah.
Right. I eat so much, and then when I hear what they eat, it's nothing.
Right.
Right. Or they don't. They eat a lot at one time of the day.
Right.
They get up in the morning.
Yeah.
What do you eat for breakfast? Nothing. What do you eat for lunch? Well, stick a gum and a breath mint. Okay. But I eat healthy though. At night I eat a balanced meal. I said no, that's not going to work.
Okay.
Because you're also going to crave sugars.
Yeah.
So this is where your sugar cravings come from, especially if the person has a little bit of muscle in their body. And I'll explain that later on.
Is it
about
that
the
if
muscle.
you eat less, you crave more sugar? Is that?
If you eat less, you're going to crave more sugars, and also your body's
Okay.
going to break down, and it's also going to catabolize your muscle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the trick is eating more meals through the day.
Okay.
Right. Not
I've
just
heard that
eating
before.
1 or 2 meals. Even if you could take your 1 or 2 or 3 meals and
Yeah.
divide them up into 5 and 6 meals, you're doing better.
Okay.
Okay. And if you try to eat more of your carbohydrates, which are your good carbohydrates early in the day,
Yeah.
like oatmeal, brown rice, sweet potatoes, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Early in the day, your body has to process it.
Right.
Not eating something that's processed.
Right.
You
Let
eat something that your body has to process. You're giving your body a job. So you're basically turning your internal engine on.
Okay.
So your thermal temperature goes up. What do you think fat burners do?
Burn
cause,
fat.
Exactly. they cause you to increase your thermal temperature.
All right.
So eating the right kind of carbohydrates, right kind of foods, right, cause your body to increase your thermal temperature, which will burn fat.
Okay.
You're also putting better carbohydrates into your muscle, which you're going to use.
Right.
Now, when you use that in the muscle, you start gaining more muscle mass
Yeah.
in your body, which you have, right? And I'm not talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger muscle. I'm talking about
I
the
hope
muscle that's
not.
holding your body up.
Okay.
Because I don't know why women think that when they touch a weight, they're automatically going to get jacked.
I really do.
What
honestly.
You get guys in the gym that are training for years to get that like that, and you think that you're gonna look at a weight and it's gonna get like that.
I mean,
No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so I'll give you an idea. If I gave you 200 pounds, okay, and I said, no, just to hold it
okay.
and walk around with it, right, and walk upstairs, walk downstairs, watch your car, watch you work with it, okay.
Yeah.
And it became normal for you.
Right.
Okay, you have acquired muscle on your body to
Okay.
carry you. How many people you know there are 200 pounds?
Yeah, a fair amount of people.
Okay, so they're carrying 200 pounds around with them.
Yeah.
What they don't know is they have muscle mass on their body.
Right.
Okay, now if you don't feed that muscle, the muscle is going to feed on you. That person will go maybe the full day without eating. Okay? And what happens at the end of the day, they play catch up. Then it becomes the bad sugars, the bad treats, the bad things that are happening.
Kind of binging.
Exactly. Now, for every pound of muscle you have, you burn 50 calories, right?
Okay.
Right? So that person's internal engine, right, with that 200-pound person, probably has about 50 pounds of muscle on their body. Okay? So they're basically burning like in and around 2,000 calories doing zippo, nothing.
Wow.
Okay? Now, if you were an employee of your body and you said, I'm burning 2,000 calories, give it to me, okay? And you said, no, not right now. Then the body's going to go, okay, tell you what, don't worry, I'll find it. I'll get it. If you notice, when you think of a fat calorie, a protein calorie, and a carbohydrate calorie, the fat calorie is double the calories of a protein or carbohydrate.
Okay.
Because if you don't feed your body can always make fat.
Explain.
What it can do is it slows your metabolism down and converts what you do eat into stored fat.
Okay.
Right. So it's like, then it becomes difficult. You become one of those, I'm not a breakfast eater. I don't have time to eat in the morning, right? I can only eat late in the day, right? It's not your choice anymore, right? Am I talking about you?
A little bit. So
okay. So now your body is saying, you're no longer responsible for me. Okay, I've got to do this.
So my body's kind of turning on me.
Your body's turning on you.
Okay.
You ever had one of those? Just think of a little analogy I usually use. You see a cat on your way home, and you think, okay, I want that cat. Okay, so you bring the cat home, but you don't want to feed the cat. Cat fends for itself.
Yes.
And one day you come home, and you want to cuddle with the cat. Okay, and the cat wants nothing to do with you.
Right.
The cat's good. Cat's all right. Okay, and he said, no. Okay, tell you what, I want this cat. I want to cuddle with this cat. So I'm going to start feeding the cat. The first day you put food out, no cat.
Right.
Second day you put food out, no cat. The third day, the cat's around the house. The fourth day, where's the cat? Before you put the food down?
He's there.
Right. So your body's in the same way. Your body thinks you're not responsible enough.
Okay.
So now if I said, turn around, now I want you to eat breakfast, you're going to tell me, yes, I'm going to do it, and you're going to put a spoon to your mouth and you go, I can't. Right? I get that. But you got to keep trying. You got to keep on stoking the fire.
Right.
Right. Once you start stoking the fire, and you start to eat, and you spread your meals out every 3 hours of the day, right? You're gonna start getting hungrier and hungrier between meals, and then what you try to do is eat more carbohydrates early in the day,
Right.
not late in the day. Now, let me explain one thing before I continue. Sugar is sugar. Sugar is dead. Sugar there's no nutritional value in sugar.
Right.
In fact, it actually leaches minerals from your body.
Right.
Okay?
But it's so good.
Yes, but see, it's fine now, but as you get older, right? Remember I said from the time you're born to the time you die, you lose nutrients every single day of your life.
Yes.
Okay? Now, when you're younger, you can eat anything. You can eat paint chips. I'm joking, don't eat paint chips. But I'm saying they can eat anything and they're fine. But as they get older, all of a sudden it's like, wait a second, where did that come from? I always do this, and how come I'm getting, right? How come this is happening? Because you don't have the nutrients in your body that you used to have.
Okay.
So now it becomes more important for you to start choosing more nutritionally dense foods.
Right.
Because you don't have it in your body.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So now that go back to that sugar conversation, right? If you do not put it in, brown rice, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, those are all carbohydrates.
Right.
Those are all sugars.
Okay.
But your body has to turn it into sugar.
Okay.
That
That's
process,
better.
4 to 6 hours through your day, your body's going to make it.
Okay.
Your temperature goes up.
Yes.
Okay, to do it. You're going to burn fat when you eat.
Yeah.
And that's going to convert into those sugars. And if you keep doing this early enough in the day, throughout your day, come the time that you would normally eat that little snack at 3 o'clock, right? Somebody walks past your desk with a box of donuts. You want to take their arm off? You may, out of habit, do it, but you don't have to do it.
Right.
And you won't have to eat the whole box and his arm. Okay? You may just have one out of habit. The next day you may not have any at all.
Or half of one.
Right. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you may eat one cookie, not the whole bag of cookies.
Yes.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Because it's all about sugar in the body. It's all about, because you train, you exercise, your body needs that stuff in the muscles. But if you don't have it in you, your body's going to get it regardless.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So, just Sorry, I'm trying to that was a lot of information.
Yeah.
I'm trying to download all of it.
It's what you see out there. It's like almost I have right beside our studio is a place called Dolce Bombay.
Okay.
It's basically like a small version of a Krispy Kreme donut.
Wow.
I call it Woodbridge crack cocaine. Right? It is phenomenal. Like the people walk out with boxes. I love the guys. The neighbors are fantastic. They're great.
Talk about
right?
temptation. Like you drive into the parking lot and you can pick either a donut or the gym.
Do you know how many people walk in our door, right? And they go like, wait a second. I'm in the wrong place. No, you're in the right place. Right? So now they have to, it's at that time, they come out literally with boxes of them, right? And
wow.
That's fine. But the funny thing is when they shut down, they close Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, right? It's when they have a sign on the door,
right.
and I watch the people walking around outside, right? When they see the sign, they know it's closed, and they're literally standing there like zombie-ish,
hoping
right?
for someone.
It's like, they walk in and go, why is it closed? There's a sign there, right? But I get it. I get it. If you have substantial weight in your body, you do have muscle mass.
Right.
In spite, I had a lady. It was so funny. It's not funny. She was 300 pounds.
Okay.
And we have a body fat calibration at our studio, and she came in very depressed, and she was going, I put her on the scale, and what it reads is, it's called your resting energy expenditure, okay? Your body fat, your muscle mass. So everybody gets on the scale, and they get scared. They get on the scale and get scared. It's not about this, but the thing is, here's the key. Don't look at the scale, right? But you go someplace where you can get your body compilation done, right? Because what happens is, what she didn't realize was that I have about 55 pounds of muscle on my body.
Okay.
Okay? She was over 300 pounds, right? She had 76 pounds of muscle.
Oh, wow. So
Okay.
out of the 376 was muscle.
No, I'm saying she had 76 pounds. Yes, exactly. So 76 pounds of muscle on her
Okay.
body. So my resting energy expenditure, meaning how much my body burns while I'm sleeping, snoring, not doing cardio, while I'm snoring in my bed, is I burn about 2,000 calories while I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Okay? And she burns over 3,000 calories.
Right.
Okay?
Wow.
And
Without doing anything.
not doing anything. But here's the key. I would talk to her and I would say, you don't eat breakfast. You don't eat lunch. You eat dinner for sure, maybe. Or you'll eat, you can go without food for a whole day. And she was yes, yes, yes to all this. Now, I don't know her.
Right.
But I'm telling her about her
Yeah.
because of the numbers.
Okay.
So I get the fact, because if you have muscle on your body will crave sugars.
Okay.
Right? So when they call themselves, I have sugar craving. As soon as I hear that, I kind of, my ears perk up and I'm going, okay, it's not, you don't have a sugar craving, it's da-da-da, okay? So it's, excuse me. So it's, now explain to her that she had more muscle on her than I did, right? Gave her a little bit of hope. Now the question was, will she be willing to eat more meals through the day and eat their heavier meals earlier in the day, right? And eat throughout the day.
Right.
Right? Very, very hard. So every day I would ask her, did you eat breakfast? Did you eat breakfast? Did you eat breakfast? Right? Finally she started, and then she started losing the weight. Okay? So that's how it works.
So it's kind of like a upside down triangle then, right? So you start
Exactly.
bigger and you get smaller throughout the day.
An upside down triangle.
Meal
Go ahead.
size.
Pound for that.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit, just sticking on the topic of breakfast for a second.
Right.
If I have a choice between, I'm going to say two things, and then I want you to tell me which one is a better idea
Okay.
for my breakfast.
Okay.
So a bowl of bran flakes versus a bowl of oatmeal. Is that even a fair option?
I don't have a problem with either.
Oatmeal
right?
with sugar.
Okay, no. Well, I would say the oatmeal is a better choice, right? And you could use other things to sweeten it. How about
So fruit.
berries?
Yeah.
Right. If you need to, cane sugar.
Okay.
Okay. those are better choices, right?
Okay.
Like I just, you put some fruits in it, put some cinnamon on it, right?
Yes.
Make it taste good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
sometimes I even take a scoop of protein powder and mix it in with it, right?
Oh,
Give it
nice.
some flavor, right?
Okay.
And it gives it some protein too.
All right. So, a breakfast sandwich from Tim Hortons. Have you, yeah. So
Right.
that comes with
my
like
kids
eggs
play this game.
and bacon.
My kids play this game. They are my step kids. They it's like what's it called choices or something like this.
Yeah.
Right. So okay. So we're playing that.
We're
now.
playing choices. So I'm trying to think of other breakfast foods.
So Tim Hortons and what?
Tim Hortons breakfast bagel, or I don't know, pancakes.
Did you make the pancakes?
Yes.
Okay, now I make my pancakes with oatmeal, eggs or egg whites, right? Sometimes sweet potatoes in it, right?
Okay.
Just crunch it in there, right?
Okay.
You can also buy some nice organic oatmeal, right? That aren't just white flour.
Yeah, like,
'Cause
okay.
Remember again, back to the conversation about the aging process, right? The white flour items are the bad things.
Okay.
So try eating more foods that your body has to process.
Right.
Like in other words, there's a bread called Ezekiel, right?
Yes.
Eziekel. Kept in the freezer, right? Those are the better choices of breads because it's kept in the freezer.
Okay.
If you buy a bread, you buy it on the shelf, you bring it, put it in your pantry, and it sits there for weeks and weeks, or not a week, right? So, but it's like your better choice is buy foods that technically can rot,
Right.
because if fungus won't grow on it, then why would you eat it, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Right? It's really kind of hard to kate that in. But fungus doesn't grow on sugar.
Right.
Right? You can sit in a box in the basement for 10 years and fungus will not
Yes.
grow on it. That
That's
should be scary.
True.
Right? So it wants it. So
Kind of regretting that chocolate chip cookie I had before the show.
Oh.
Now. So,
oopsie.
in your experience,
Yes.
men versus, well, not versus, but just kind of a little bit of a comparison.
Right.
Do you find it easier for men or women to kind of commit to like a change in a healthy lifestyle?
It's not a men or women thing. It's just a conversation thing.
Okay.
Like I can have a conversation with you and explain to you the rationale behind it. See, you have a 9 to 5, and you do it really well.
Right.
Okay, and that's fine. But to throw you into the cesspool of a gym and kind of go, okay, now do something, right? You're gonna go, I'd rather do this thing that I know how to do.
Right.
Okay? So it's up to the trainer or the person at the gym to get you to understand, to make sense of it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I do, is I basically make you rationalize fitness as an essential part of your life.
Okay.
And then and you start to get it. And in fact, most of my clients can go into a gym, beginner or not a beginner, whatever. They can walk into a gym and look around and go, "Oh, I get this. I understand it now."
Yeah,
right?
once
And
you've done
not
it a
be
couple of
clueless,
times. Yeah.
right? They know, they get it, right?
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay. Just because I think the general maybe it's a misconception, is that women are more disciplined, for lack of a better word, about their health. So we get regular checkups at the doctor.
Oh, that's different. About the doctor question about whether guys do it or girls do it.
Yeah, like just, but I think even in general, like there's this, maybe it's a stereotype that women are more concerned about being healthy, for example, than men are. But
women can hide the process over time better than men can.
Okay.
If they don't know how to do it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, age is going to happen.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily, you don't have to take it full on in the face kind of thing, right? You can do things and be healthy. Like, again, age is, like, I've been doing this, I'm 53, 54 this year, something like that. But it's not, I don't feel that way.
Right.
It's just a number. And
Yeah.
I know that's a cliche, but it is a number. And I have my health, I have, my family, everything. I feel fantastic. But I also get a lot of people calling me from high school, right? And they've let life catch up to them,
Right.
and not knowing how to catch it back, right? And it's like, where do I start?
Right.
You know, they didn't take anything into consideration. Like they're, you know, it was all something they took for granted, and now it's like catch up now, right?
So for your clients, so in addition to the things that you teach them about nutrition and about food, fitness, and rest,
Right.
I got that right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you also encourage them to do regular physicals? Like, how important is that to their overall?
They should. I encourage them to do regular physicals. My wife is a nurse.
Okay.
Right, and so nurse turned trainer turned, you know, mother. But so we have their health 100% in mind first. It's not just about, you know, training muscles, beating them down. Right. It's a balance.
Okay. I did a tiny, I mean very tiny bit of research before today's show, just to look into the top 10 causes of death in Canada,
Okay.
Male versus female. The actual causes are the same for both genders, both sexes. I think the number one was cancer, and then the second one was heart-related diseases.
Right.
So, in your experience, what's the connection? Like, how does healthy lifestyle contribute, or an unhealthy lifestyle, I guess, contribute to the risks of?
Well, the heart strength and the heart, you know, is getting active, is moving. And we also don't just tell our clients to come in the gym. We encourage them to, you know, go bike riding, go for a walk with their family, like get out and do things as opposed to not doing it. The thing about the cancer thing, cancer is not just, I don't want to go into here and offend anybody, but cancer is, it could be mental in the sense that, like, it's all the negative stuff you hold inside of you. It's your stress. It's your body being toxic.
Yeah,
right?
there's definitely
acidic, not alkaline.
For sure. Yeah.
Right. So maintaining a healthy inside, meaning mindset, health-wise, making your body alkaline. Cancer can't survive in an alkaline state.
Okay.
Right.
What does that mean, making your body alkaline?
Okay, so it's your body goes in this little chart. So the acid, alkaline.
Okay.
Right. When you're stressed, right, your acid level increases in your body. Your toxic acid increases in your body.
Okay.
Right. When you're alkaline, right, your body can breathe. Okay. Your body, the toxins are less in your body.
Okay.
Right. So you have to make sure that your body's more alkaline. So your healthy is 7.4. Right. Cancer can't survive in an alkaline state. Okay. So you have to, like, if someone told you had cancer, like, the first thing you do is clean up your diet. Right. Clean up your lifestyle. Clean up your mindset. Clean up everything. Right. Like, breathe. You know that most people don't know how to breathe.
Really?
Yeah. Most people breathe backwards, right? Or they shallow breathe.
Breathe backwards.
Right. So,
what do you mean?
So I want you to inhale for me. Okay. So you inhale, you push your belly out. Exhale, belly in. Good. Most people breathe backwards, okay? Or they shallow breathe, okay? And breathing is the most...
to make sure that your stomach is always tucked in. So
right, exactly, right? So what you got to do is, like, even going out and just breathing, like, you know, like do diaphragmatic breathing is amazing for you, right? Deep diaphragmatic breathing daily is great, right? It's very healthy. It's helpful for your digestive systems, helpful for your internals, everything, right?
Cool. Okay. So you talked a bit about detoxing.
Yeah.
Now there's a whole lot of, like, research and material on detoxing and whether or not you can actually detox your body and your body detoxes itself. And
detox is you know, you use it lightly. Like, we have naturopathic doctor at our studio.
Okay.
Right. And there are cleanses. Right, there's detoxes, there's, you know, colon cleanses, liver cleanses, right, this kind of thing, right. So there's different levels, right. Some you need a naturopathic doctor to administer, right, or a doctor to administer. The cleanses we have, right, are something you can do and you should do on a daily basis, right. We also have an infrared sauna. Okay.
What's that?
So what infrared sauna is, okay, a normal sauna heats the air and makes you sweat.
Right.
Okay. Infrared actually penetrates three times deeper in adipose tissue, and it detoxes you. Your body stores toxins in your adipose tissue.
That's your skin.
Right. With your fat cells.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just say that if you were in a toxic environment, as an example, then it would actually be efficient for you to have more body fat on you because you're protected.
Right.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now in a normal environment, that's not necessary, right? So it's not, you can let it go.
Shed a little bit
of that
body
exactly. So doing detoxes, doing the infrared saunas are a great idea, right? And it's very relaxing.
I've never heard of an infrared sauna. That's
very good.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So what else is available at Wholistic Bodybuilding and Wellness?
We have various trainers there, myself included, and my wife when she's not pregnant. And we do one-on-ones, we do two-on-ones, we do small group classes.
Okay.
We don't do any large classes. We always specialize in small groups.
Okay.
Then
so
we do
class max is what? 10 people?
6.
Oh, okay.
6. Okay.
Wow.
So we have aerial back therapy.
Okay.
Okay. Or so you've seen it as aerial yoga, where they have the silks that come from the ceiling.
Yes.
We have Pilates. We have yoga. We have.
I love Pilates.
And they have a booty blast class, and we also have other small group classes in there.
Okay.
Right? Some of the other challenging things, we have like monkey bars and that kind of thing in there, right?
Right.
We also, all of our benches are Vicor.
What does that mean?
Okay. Vicor they're full of air.
Ah, okay.
Right? So again,
as opposed to like a sponge bend or something?
Well, normal benches are hard, right?
Right.
But what we specialize in is stability and balance.
Okay.
Lengthening and strengthening the body and using stability and balance to strengthen your body.
Okay.
Okay? So it's like helping you find your center,
Yeah.
right? By you finding your center, you become more efficient, not only physical, mental, your nutritionally, your health gets better, right? So we found that, like, having this in the bench and in the gym, right, it was an easier fit because we wanted to be a different type of gym. We didn't want to have, a lot of things that would crush people, meaning your body over time, right? Remember I said it coils up?
Yeah.
Okay. So that person coming in the gym years ago and they're fine, they're exercising, and then they stop going to the gym and they, have a family, come back to the gym. Well, they don't realize their body's not the same body anymore. Their body is naturally started to coil up.
Right.
And they go in the gym and do what they normally thought they're doing, like squatting, bench press, all this thing, deadlifts. And if your body's not fully balanced, right, you are literally crushing your body.
So how do you know if your body's fully balanced or not?
Well, you can see it, right? You can see a lot of people come in with lower back issues, right? Hip flexor tightening, knee issues, shoulder, with the shoulder rolls forward, right? Okay, so you got the skyphosis in your back. You have sometimes they have scoliosis. Sometimes they have, so it's like physically, like I would look to the client and I would assess them and see how they are,
right?
Whether they have imbalances, and I would choose those exercises to help get their balance back. It's all about posture. Okay. So the first thing is, like I always tell people, you're not allowed to slouch in my house. Okay. So the first thing is exactly. So we get those shoulders rolled back. You get you to breathe properly, right? We do a lot more postural exercises, lengthening, strengthening your glute muscle, which is the strongest muscle in your body. But because we're sitters, that muscle is the first to go. Okay. So what happens is your front of your body, your front of your legs are attached to the back, and the back is attached to the front. Your glutes are in the middle. Yeah. It holds you up. But when your glutes aren't there, that means these ones got to take over.
Like your abs or something.
Well, think about what that is. Okay, so let's look at the front of your legs. Okay. It's attached to your back above your glute muscle. Right. The back of your legs is attached, goes through into your pubis bones, attached to the front. Okay. So your glutes are in the middle.
Right.
Okay. So now, if the glutes aren't there, right, then that means that these two got to take over, right? But as your hip flexors tighten up, okay, your glutes get weaker and your abs get weaker. Okay?
Right.
So if you go back to what your core is your glutes, right? Your like that whole section in here.
Yeah.
So your glutes, your abdominals, your lower back, everything in that section that holds your posture.
Gotcha.
Right.
This is hard work, this good posture stuff. My arm
But
is
it's essential.
tired, my back is hurting.
It's essential.
I used to do this when I took piano lessons. She used to tap me on the finger if I slouched at the piano.
Right. Now, how about this? If you sit outside and you watch the people walking by that have bad backs and they're rolled over, and that changes your mind, doesn't it?
It does.
Okay, that gets you stand up again.
When I was younger, my grandma used to make us put books on our head to walk straight up.
That's why I teach. I teach also form and function in getting the stage. And it's all postural. Everything's postural.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, so say I'm average Joe, I decide I want to change my lifestyle, and then I decide I want to go into competitions and fitness competitions and bodybuilding. Kind of walk me through that process a little bit.
First, you got to find out what your motivation is, right? If show is what you want to do to compete and go through the whole circuit, and that's all fine and dandy, is great. If it's just knowing whether it's just a target, something you're using to get yourself to stand up. So I need a goal. Great. I want to do a show. Fantastic. A lot of times I train people. I train people not only for shows. I train them through shows.
Okay.
Meaning sometimes they get to that point in their life that they feel great and they feel fantastic, and then oh yeah, I want to do that show, but I don't really want to do that show. I want to run with this.
Okay.
They just needed a reason to stand up.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's fantastic.
Okay.
Right. If they wanted to go to a show, then they would have to talk about different federations and what they're looking for, what body type they are, what category they should be in, right, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. What body type they are.
So if there's categories such as bikini, there's fitness model, fitness, figure, bodybuilding, right?
Wow.
Physique.
I didn't realize it was that complex. I thought it was just like
getting on stage.
Bodybuilding.
No.
And the women wear the bikini and the men wear the little trunks and you pose.
No.
That's just the stereotypical image that you kind of see, right? Wow. Okay, so speaking of body types and just kind of going a little bit back to nutrition, so there's different, I guess, body types, right? So there's the endomorph and the ectomorph, and how does that factor into the way you eat, train, and rest?
Well, it's just a typical style of body that tends to either get leaner with exercise or gets heavier with exercise. So it's just a marker we used as to indicate, like, say, what type you are and how food affects you, how exercise affects you, what your limitations are, right? So it's just a general, like a structure we use to kind of give us an idea of how to train you and how to go forward.
How do you know what type you are?
It's a visual.
Okay.
Right, it's a visual how your body is, how your bone structure is.
So what type would you say I am?
I would say you're endomorph.
So that means what?
That means your body holds a little bit of body weight, right? But you also have a good frame that we can bring you down with. Right?
So then the ectomorph
is someone who's a little bit tends to get leaner.
Okay. So are you endo or ecto?
I'm in the middle.
There's a middle.
Yeah, so it's a
I wonder what Jason is.
meso. You're missing one.
What's the middle?
Endo, ecto, and meso.
Oh,
yeah.
And that's the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Wow, I've learned a lot today.
Yeah. You want to go into the gym now?
I do, actually. I think I might go to the gym after the show.
But you saw some limitations, right? You saw that things that you typically do to yourself.
Yeah.
And you saw them as you thought they were, you thought it was you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Now you start to realize acting this way for this reason.
Right.
There's a reason why it happens.
Yeah.
So now understanding that there's a reason why your body, there's a reason why you crave, there's a reason why, right? And in order to change all of that, right, you can do this, and this.
Right.
And it's like by experimenting, right? Let's just say like I'm full of beep, right? And let's just experiment, right? And let's just try to eat those meals, like 5 meals a day.
I think I do pretty good. I have oatmeal in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my Monday to Friday routine, right?
Okay.
So I go to work, and I usually don't eat breakfast until I get to work. I start work at like 8:30. So I'll have my breakfast in between 8:30 and 9.
Right.
And then I'll have maybe a yogurt around like 10. I eat a lot throughout the day. I do.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it then.
It's not always good though.
Okay, let's hear it then.
So I do the oatmeal for sure. Monday to Friday, I have oatmeal every morning. Monday to Friday, I have yogurt every day. And I usually take like maybe 2 fruits to work a day, right? And then I have for lunch. It depends. I think like everyone depends on what I made or whether or not I made anything.
What's your blood type, by the way?
Oh, I don't know that off the top of my head.
No?
No.
Do you find that you have food sensitivities?
No, I can eat it all.
Anything? How are you with vegetables and stuff?
I like vegetables.
How are you with meat?
I like meat. How am I with food? I like food.
You like food? You love food? Okay.
I was pescatarian for quite some time, so about 10 years, maybe a little bit over 10 years. And then I kind of went back to eating meat after that.
Okay.
My iron dropped a lot in that time just because I wasn't keeping up with iron-rich foods as a pescatarian. I was just kind of eating whatever I wanted except meat. So now I'm a bit more conscious of it.
So your protein levels were low.
I have to be, yes.
Right.
But now I eat all meat. All meat. I eat a lot of vegetables though. I do like vegetables and salad. Like I like salad. I like fruits.
And
but I like
what's
carbs.
your dinner like?
My dinner depends.
Yep. So you said you like carbs. What kind of carbs?
Though. My dinner will be heavy. I guess that's now I'm learning. I should be doing the
exactly.
upside down triangle.
And experiment with it. Try it for a bit and see how it works.
But I like pasta. Like I like macaroni pie. I like.
Okay, so those are all the
mashed potatoes.
Yeah. So. And you usually have those at the end of your day, right?
Yeah, that'll be dinner. And then maybe lunch the next day.
How's the triangle looking now?
It's not looking good.
So even though you had that oatmeal in the morning, the triangle is still.
Yeah, it's more like a square now. Yeah. It's not even a triangle.
Right. So let's just say that once a week, have fun. Go for it, whatever you want.
Once a week.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And then the rest of the time, flip that triangle upside down.
Okay.
Right. And we're gonna flip that frown upside down.
I'll have to stay away from the snack drawer at work.
Well, if you do the triangle.
Yeah.
Right. We're gonna call it that triangle.
The triangle. I like it.
Right. If we do that, right, that snack drawer, because I used to have clients that used to ask me about cheat days and can I have cheat days? And I said, oh, fine, you can have a cheat day, sure, if you want. But I would always ask them, how do you feel when you're done?
Right.
Okay. So every day I would go, they would call me and it's like, I had a cookie. And it's like, okay, great. How'd you feel? Right? Yeah, fine. I call it a moment. So you had a moment. So regardless, let's just say you're going to go into that cookie drawer regardless, okay? And ask yourself how you feel when you're done, okay? Now, and keep doing that. And every time you do this triangle, okay, it's going to become less and less a reason for you to open that drawer.
That's true. I think one of the things that I know, maybe I'm ignorant, like I don't know any better. So say I want to go to the gym at the end of my work day at 5:30.
Right.
How long before that?
2 hours.
2 hours. And what should what type of things are good to eat in that 2 hours?
You generally want that's when that's when the triangle is really important,
right?
Okay, because it's more like what you've eaten through the day that's going to come out in your workout.
Okay.
And let's just say if you become peckish closer to the workout,
like around 3 o'clock,
right? I would have something that's pre-digested, something that your body does not have to digest.
So
like if you eat
granola bar,
a burger or something like that before you go to do training.
No.
Right? Your body has to digest that.
Right.
Okay. So all the blood has to go to your stomach to digest that food.
Okay.
Right? And then when you go to the gym, what's going to happen is, the blood has to go somewhere else to the limbs when you're training, right? And so you have something, the reaction that happens to your
and
stomach.
it kind of slows you down.
Right, and you feel your stomach, and that's all you're going to feel, right?
Okay.
So if you do the triangle, right? That seems to be coining that phrase now.
I like the triangle. You can use it.
I can like
totally
all right.
use it, just as long as I get the credit. That's
Okay,
fine.
no problem. Okay, if you do that, then and it comes close to your workout, and you feel peckish, are you starving? No, I ate a lot all day. I ate quite a bit.
Yeah.
So you feel peckish. It's almost like a habit, right? So let's just eat something like yogurt or a protein shake or something like that, and then go to the gym.
Okay.
Okay. Now you work out, and you're going to find you're going to work out and feel much better.
Right.
Okay. Now the post-workout conversation.
Because I get really hungry after I work out.
Exactly. So what happens is it's like this bottle of water, right? This is your body in glycogen. Okay. Your body, when you train anaerobically, you deplete glycogen from your body.
Okay.
Okay. So now your bottle is empty. Your blood sugar is down. Okay. And when it's down, your body starts shaking.
shake.
Okay. So that's your body releasing cortisol, and cortisol is a stress hormone that eats muscle.
Oh.
Okay, you went from anabolic to catabolic.
Okay.
So now post-workout, to stop the catabolism of muscle, you have to put the glucose back in.
Okay.
At that time, have some tropical fruits, so like banana,
Mango
smoothie with protein shake after you train, right? You bring your blood sugar back to normal.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're good to go.
Okay.
Yay.
That helped. I'm going to try it. I don't know how many times this week. It might just be one. But I'll try.
How about this one? How would we have an online challenge?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The triangle
The
challenge.
triangle challenge. I
Right?
wonder if anyone else at iLive will do the triangle
What, the
challenge.
triangle challenge?
Triangle challenge.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
Are you on?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you gotta take a picture before.
So it's what you eat throughout the day.
So you're
triangle.
gonna have 5 meals.
Five meals.
5 to 6 meals a day.
Okay.
Okay. And you're gonna try to I'll help explain to you what your proteins, carbs, and fats, and know what they are, right? So good fats, good proteins, good carbohydrates,
Yes.
right? And you eat balanced meals through the day, right? That's it.
So
And
good
we'll
fats.
see. And if you fall off and you happen to have your
Chocolate chip cookie.
exactly, then we have a conversation, see why, and how that happened, and I'll ask you, what did you have for breakfast?
Oatmeal.
Right, and I'm going to draw that connection, right, and how much of it that you had. Okay, you had a question there. About fats. you
Yeah,
said.
I was going to say, so good fats, good carbs.
Right. So good fats, essential fatty acids.
Okay.
Okay. Saturated fats are not the ones, right?
So I know like avocado is a good fat, for example.
Avocado's good fat. Your omega-3s, your
Okay.
omega-6s,
Okay.
your combination, right? Even coconut oil is fantastic,
Yes.
right? I cook with that all the time.
What are good
natural
carbs?
peanut butters. Good carbs, oatmeal, brown rice, sweet
Okay.
potato, right? The Ziegler bread, the spelt pasta, kamut
What about
pasta.
like a multi-grain bread or bagel or something?
The bread is it's a big question mark because
Yeah.
wheat's not the same as it used to be. Okay, and because of that, it's been chemically altered to stay on the shelf longer.
Okay.
Right. So good for the store owner, bad for you.
Got it.
Okay. So again, if the breads that I would choose would be the ones in the freezer,
Okay.
not the ones on the shelf.
Okay.
Right.
The perimeter of the grocery store.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So the triangle challenge, we got to figure out how we're going to do this triangle challenge, Jason. It's looking at me
I don't know.
I don't know. That was your idea.
Why don't you ask your
You did it.
viewers?
We should see
Yeah.
how many people would do this triangle challenge.
Exactly.
Or what we can do, we can post the challenge up on
Okay.
the iLive website and on our Facebook pages and see how many people sign up for the triangle challenge.
Triangle challenge.
Turn it into a group.
That would be
A
cool.
secret group
So
that we can
Ian will have to
monitor.
tell us what types of things we can do and what types of things we should avoid
Yeah.
in this
exactly.
challenge.
Yep. Exactly.
That would be awesome. I'm down.
All right.
You down?
I'm down.
Okay, we have
down.
2 now.
I'm down. I'm celebrating my birthday tomorrow, and I've committed to a no sugar for
Well, see, here's the thing now.
a month.
If you didn't do, now, some people do that. What they do is they start to diet, per se. And diet meaning starving their body. And this is not a diet conversation. This is food management, right?
I don't diet
Good girl.
personally.
but in the case of some people that already don't eat properly, and then the
Right.
first thing they want to do is cut the carbohydrates
Right.
or diet, right? And that's not because you're already pissing your body off,
Yeah,
right? And you
it's
don't want to
true.
do that, right? You want to give your body what it wants.
I've kind of been preparing my body though, because I like sugar, and I'm sure I'm not the only female who at a certain point in the month craves certain things a
Right.
little bit more than usual,
Right.
right? So I've
Right.
kind of been preparing. So I've lessened the amount of sugar that I have, or like,
Well-
so for in my tea, for example, like I'll have tea every morning, and now I have my tea with no sugar.
You're right. I don't have any white sugar in my house.
I don't either.
Right.
Actually, I do because I bake, so I
Right.
do.
Well, I use cane sugar, and there's coconut sugar, right? There's lots of other sugars, right?
Okay.
So, and there's also too is like, what do you eat for breakfast?
Right.
Right. That's a question you got to ask that person that says I'm craving sugar.
Yeah.
Right. So even if you have to stack up the top end, the triangle
Of the triangle.
stack it up, right? Because you're going to do something over here.
Yeah.
Right. Which is worse, stacking it up,
Right.
right, or doing what you're going to do, eat the bag of cookies. Okay.
Okay.
Exactly. So when you talk about how much to have,
Yeah.
it's your choice. Have fun. Go for it.
Right.
Right. Because your body has to process that. I'd rather you do it there than to do it there.
So for the person who's not interested in eating healthy, then they should have the McDonald's in the morning, and then something else smaller in the evening.
Hey on.
It's still a triangle.
That's a broken triangle.
That's in the list of what to avoid.
That's
in this
a broken triangle.
challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it is about, eating more nutrient dense food. Start to read labels. Start to see
Yeah.
not only the nutritional information but the ingredients.
Right.
Right? You should be able to read it in
A
the
lot
back.
of the stuff you have no idea what it is, though.
Well, don't eat it then. Like, look for things that you can read, and look for things your body needs to process. So if it says sugar,
Yeah.
right, find out what kind of sugar is it,
Okay.
right? If it says fat, what kind of fat? Is
Okay.
it good fat? Is it bad fat? Is it good carbs? Is it bad carbs?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So,
So we just have a few 2 minutes left. Just kind of go over a little bit how people can find you, contact information, Holistic Bodybuilding and Wellness.
yeah, so you can look at our site. It's at holisticbodybuilding.com.
And it's holistic with W.
Yeah, holistic with a W.
Okay.
Right? So the whole,
Right.
not the whole.
Right.
Right? And ask for myself or Rubina
Okay.
Abramson.
Rabina's going to be off for a little bit, though.
She'll be off. Yeah, so it's be me. All right. And that's it.
Are you guys are on Facebook? You guys are on Twitter?
My wife is really good at social media.
Okay.
So she's on it. She's
And
all
is
over
it all holistic, or is she on social media as like like she's as herself?
She's on a Rubina Abramson.
Okay.
All right. No, Rubina Abramson Walling.
Okay.
All right. And then we're on our site's on there too.
Okay.
So-
Excellent. Ian, it was fantastic having you on the show
And
today.
it was fun doing it.
Yeah, it was a great talk, very informative.
So good luck on the
Triangle Challenge? Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to help us with that information to do and not to do.
No problem.
And Jason's probably going to be my biggest competitor in this Triangle Challenge. It's going to be awesome. It's on, Jason.
Maybe get
You
Colin
think so?
going on there.
It's
You think so?
on.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so. We got to figure out what I win when I win.
When you
Well-
win what?
What I win when I win the Triangle Challenge.
Well, it's up to your sponsors.
That's
I
up to
don't know.
Jason. I want
I
Jason to be
don't
the
know.
one
Okay.
to
All
I don't
right.
know. I
give
don't
me
know.
the prize.
If you win.
When I win.
If you win.
I'm determined to
Uh-oh.
win.
There you go.
See, now
It's
it's
on
on. Now it's on.
It's on.
Now you're not going to win.
All right, Ian, it was great. Thank you to
Okay.
everyone who tuned in and listened to the Patrick Omar Show today. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.